If you want to be a minimalist, there's one thing you cannot avoid: decluttering. But that's exactly where many people get stuck, because they simply don't know where to start. So here's my list of 33 things that you can declutter easily today. A lot of kitchen cabinets are full of snacks people don't even really like. Things like protein bars, weird snacks, or Christmas candy from 8 months ago. Just look through everything honestly. What do you actually eat? And what is just sitting there? If it's expired, throw it away. And everything that is still good, but you simply don't enjoy, bring it to a social gathering. These things disappear very quickly. Candles are often a purchase to treat yourself. But I often end up not liking the scent as much as I thought I would. And suddenly we have 10 half-used candles at home. So get rid of candles whose scent you don't love. Your mom, sister, or a friend might be super happy about them. Decluttering clothes can be hard, but not when it comes to uncomfortable everyday clothing. If something pinches, scratches, or simply doesn't feel nice, I automatically never wear it. You can bring these clothes to a secondhand store or take a picture and list them on eBay, Depop, or Facebook Marketplace. With realistic prices, you will almost always find someone who's happy about them. Recently, I looked through my phone contacts. Hundreds of contacts from people where I honestly had no idea anymore who they even are. And then I simply cleaned it up. It sounds so simple, but honestly, it felt incredibly freeing. Alcohol is something people often gift for all kinds of occasions. And then the bottles just sit around collecting dust. I personally barely drink alcohol, so I usually give them to my parents. And that way, I'm happy they actually get used. I decluttered the famous cable mess years ago and never missed a single one of those cables. Nowadays, everything is USB-C anyway. And if you ever need something special, usually an adapter is enough. Please declutter old technology like phones you still keep somewhere as a backup. Because if you ever really need those old devices again, you can buy them cheaply on eBay. But you probably won't, and these devices lose value so quickly. Often family members are happy about them. Otherwise, sell or recycle them. Decluttering your keychain can make everyday life so much lighter. Keychain accessories anyway usually look very worn out after a short time, so just let go of them. I also don't carry all my keys with me all the time, only the important ones. Be it at bakeries, supermarkets, or cafes, everywhere you now get these loyalty cards. First of all, it's always another thing to remember, another mental load you can easily let go of, because most of the time, they just make you consume more, like buying coffee every day to get the 11th one for free. Instead, go one time less and enjoy it more consciously when you do go, instead of constantly chasing some reward. I often experience this situation where someone at home wants a pen quickly and then has to test 10 pens before one actually works. So go through your pens and throw away the ones that no longer work. I have one favorite pen. It has a fixed place, and that way I always have a pen ready. As soon as the ink gets weak, I simply buy a new one. Shopping bags collect absurdly quickly through spontaneous shoppings or gifts from guests. Go through them regularly and recycle the ones you no longer need. Lighters are one of those typical things that clutter junk drawers. But again, most of them often don't work anymore. So again, I have one lighter that I keep in a fixed place. You don't need more than that. Hair accessories like clips, hair ties, and barrettes are a quick buy. And then you barely wear them. Especially plastic ones also break very fast. So everything that is broken or never used can go. People often accept promotional gifts without thinking. I recently fell into that trap again myself. Someone offered me this beeswax wrap, and even though I already had a perfectly working system for my food storage, I thought, oh cool, this is so sustainable. Now, it has been sitting in my drawer for months and I never used it. And that is not sustainable, but simply unnecessary. So my learning, just don't accept promotional gifts. Let go of crumbled recipes and papers in wallets or bags. Even though many stores avoid paper recipes now, I still notice random papers sneaking in all the time, like parking tickets. I got into the habit of completely emptying my handbag when I come home. That way, all the papers get thrown away immediately. I've also always thrown away packaging immediately, but I noticed many people keep it because of warranties or because they want to resell things. If you don't throw away packaging immediately, then at least go through it regularly and get rid of what you no longer need. Those boxes, they take up so much space. That is also a rent that you are paying for. So think twice if keeping them is really worth it. If you still have old takeaway menus laying around at home, they can go. You can find the menus online anyway. And honestly, these papers usually don't look very nice either. Cleaning products are something most people own way too much of. I only use one all-purpose cleaner and something for the toilet. And honestly, these bottles usually don't even look nice. So use up what you have, and everything you never use can go. Different cooking oils are something you can easily declutter. I always have one neutral oil for frying and one good olive oil for cold dishes. And that is enough. All those oils you bought for one specific recipes are probably already rancid anyway. So get rid of them and enjoy your lighter kitchen. Super specific spice mixes that you only need for one dish can also go. Things like pasta seasoning, fish seasoning, or potato seasoning. They are often full of additives and get clumpy quickly. Instead, get a good collection of basic spices and learn how to mix them for different meals. That way, your kitchen becomes lighter and your cooking skills more creative. Why do some people own 10 pots and pans that all basically look the same? You only have 4 stoveplates anyway, and pots are very quickly to wash. 4 good multifunctional pots and pans are completely enough. Cutlery drawers are often super chaotic, overfilled and dirty. But usually people always reach for the same favorite pieces anyway. So just look through them honestly. What do you actually use? And what is only there because it's just there? Everyone once had these one kitchen gadgets where they thought, this will change my life. For example, zucchini noodle makers or sandwich makers. Most of these things can simply be done in a pan or with a simpler tool. So sell your kitchen gadgets second-hand. You can get good money for many devices and your kitchen instantly feels lighter. Most people own books because they don't want to let go of their fantasy self. You want to lose weight? Then the low-carb book absolutely cannot go. You want to improve your personality? Then the self-help book absolutely has to stay. Honestly, if you really want to change your life, the library is for free. You can borrow the books anytime. Board games are a wonderful thing, but that doesn't mean you have to own them. In most libraries, you can borrow board games too. And the cool thing is, you always get something new. Your own board games often just sit at home and you think, we really should play this again sometimes. And that makes you feel bad. Better borrow something fun and new. It feels so much better. When I moved in with my husband, somehow suddenly all our closets were full of pillows and blankets. The problem is they take up so much space. So make your closets lighter by decluttering pillows and blankets. You can list them online cheaply or even for free, and someone will probably happily pick them up. Especially families are often very grateful for these donations. I decluttered my fabric softeners years ago, and honestly, I don't notice any difference at all. A good detergent is completely enough. And if you want your clothes to smell nice, I love to place coffee beans in the closet as a smell neutralizer. Whether digital or physical, documents are a quick win for decluttering. Things like expired recipes are definitely something nobody needs anymore. And suddenly, your document folder feels lighter again. Expired food really has no place in kitchen cabinets. It can even attract animals, ew. Many people feel guilty and think, but you can still eat it. I'm sorry, but if you still haven't cooked those noodles after 3 years, I don't think you ever will. Is it food waste that you throw away these things? Absolutely. But you already made the mistake. The money is gone and the food was already wasted. Please learn from it and make better decisions in the future. But for now, declutter the expired food. Cosmetics are another category where many things collect over time, especially products we buy for someday. But many products won't last very long after opening them, and old cosmetics often becomes rancid or unhygienic. So go to them regularly and declutter. Everyone knows these overflowing recycling corners at home. And of course everyone knows they should bring it away at some point. Do it now and create a regular routine. If you share your home with someone, this can be a wonderful task for your partner. The whole home instantly feels lighter, cleaner, and more organized when those piles are gone. Digital subscriptions are really a trap, because often you don't even notice how much money quietly keeps leaving every month. So regularly check your credit card statements and cancel everything you don't really use anymore. And if you completely lost overview, simply order a new credit card, because then you have to enter the new details everywhere. And suddenly you notice very quickly which subscriptions you actually need and which one became completely unnecessary. I used to have a huge toolbox with hundreds of different tools. But in everyday life, you usually always need the same 2 or 3 things. Now, I simply have a good cordless screwdriver with different attachments and a few other basics. That is completely enough. Because for everything else, you usually need a professional anyway. And that person brings the tools with them. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know in the comments, what can you declutter immediately? I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye!